Get off my hand!
Tomatoes! All right, Wolftick Nation, thank you for tuning into once again.
You go right into it. I just
Another.
said don't do that.
Well, you know.
I just said let's not do that. Let's kind of do it more Rogan style. We're just kind of go into a conversation.
Joe Rogan better watch out.
Yeah, right. I think he's safe.
We got Wolftick Videos podcast. Try to think about some stuff that we can discuss and talk about, right? And kind of some topics. And I think I found the perfect one. Now, this is a list from A to Z on mountain bike slang. All right?
Oh, no.
I kind of want to test you out a little bit and talk about it.
You know this is something I don't do good with.
I know it, but, you know, I mean, while I'm down, while I'm injured, we got to get these terminologies down. So next time I go out and ride, I could be like, man, I'm hitting baby heads and these berms are sleek and chunky, you know?
I disagree. You start talking to me like that, I'm going to tune you right out.
Well, I got a crazy list here of, like I said, A to Z. I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you to be like, you know, we'll discuss it, the terminology. I'm going to tell you the first one I found that's interesting. I think you'll like.
Okay, I'll try it, but
right.
I'm going to call it on a lot of it already.
Number one, baby heads. Okay? Round rocks in the middle of a trail that look like, well, the size of baby heads.
Why does there need to be a term for that?
I don't know. Like,
that's
come
what I'm
on,
saying.
man.
That's douchebaggery.
Absolutely, yes. Okay. What would you call baby heads? Basically, they're saying
rocks.
Rocks, absolutely. Yeah. So rocks. That's Wolfman terminology.
Sounds like a rock garden to me.
Well, not quite a rock garden. We'll probably
You
get
talking
there,
about just individual rocks?
Individual rocks. Like, why not just call that rocks or
It's
part of the
chunky.
trail?
It's rocky.
I know, but they want to call them baby heads. It's a little strange.
Whatever.
This is stuff that we have got to get updated on for 2024. Next.
Okay, you can get updated on it. I don't.
Okay, this one here, bonk. Bonk, all right? To run out of energy on the trail. Here's a sentence.
Wolfman to clock you in the face.
I bonked massively today. I couldn't even pedal up that last small climb.
You want to say that? That's
No.
what something you want to say.
I don't want to say it, but what's homeboy milked?
Homeboy, yeah, milk.
Oh, fishing with PH.
Yeah.
I tried to steal that from him a couple times.
You did.
Fishing with PH, one of our the subscribers. He's always talking about in his videos. Oh, I'm milked, and I freaking love that, like milked. You know.
You don't use it enough.
Yeah, he doesn't use it.
No, you don't use it
Oh,
enough.
I need to use it more, definitely. But I ain't ever going to be on the trail and say bonk. All right, next word.
You need to keep up to date with this.
Is a booter.
A booter.
A booter. All
It
right.
sounds like it's Canadian.
It's a boot. Yeah, it's a booter. The definition for a booter is a small little jump either in the middle of the trail or off to the side. Booters tend to form from natural objects that are already on the trail, like roots, tree stumps, rocks. Also see kicker. See, that's really interesting. I've always called those features. This is kind of a little, some real technical slang here. At Mount Nebo, whenever we're going down Miller's Goat, with the Patron meet up there, a lot of those little sections, apparently those are called booters because they're natural features. It's usually at Mount Nebo, they're split with a tree. And I've always called that a feature. It's an optional feature. But apparently it's not. It's a booter.
Whoa. Hang on. Mount Nebo on the 3C?
No. On Mount Nebo on Miller's Goat. When we're doing Miller's Goat.
I don't want to talk about Miller's Goat.
I know, it's crazy trail. But it's like, a lot of times you'll get the camera and you'll set off to the side. And I always try to get the little shots and things like that. That would be a good one to know. That's a booter. It's not a feature. It's a booter. You know how they have the nasty rocks that have the really crazy incline to them? And it's like, hey, hit this.
Well, it's not natural.
Well, it's a rock. It's not made out of dirt. So therefore, it's a booter.
It's a placed rock usually. It's not something that was naturally there that they decided to use.
Yeah, but we'll call it natural because it's a rock. All right, next word. This one here, they're a little reachy. Okay, this is called a brown pow. It sounds like a trick or something.
No, it sounds like something else.
I watched last night. Also known
I don't want to know.
Also known as hero dirt, brown pow refers to optimal riding conditions like grippy loam and slightly damp soil.
I don't even like to hear hero dirt.
So let me ask you. So brown pow, like, oh man, that was brown pow today. Like that was perfect. Like that was good riding.
I just don't understand why somebody can't go, man, the trail is great today. Like the dirt's perfect today. Why can't someone just say that? Why has it got to be brown pow and hero and all that? Why can't we just say, damn, today it's perfect?
You know what I like to hear whenever I remember one of the first times when we went to Mount Nebo and rode, and I rode the downhill section of the Chickasaw Loop. one of the women that were riding out there, me and some dude were riding, right? One of my first times on the trail. I went down there and she says, "Hey guys, be careful. It's fast today." You know, I love that. The way she said that, it's fast today. Like, you know, she was a veteran of that trail, and she she knew it was going to be fast.
You are projecting all over the place.
I'm telling you, she said it was going to be fast today. She didn't say nothing about hey guys, hey, it's brown pow. You know,
no, that would.
If somebody tells me, I might jump off my bike.
That's not brown pow. You already got it wrong, and you're doing the damn definitions over here. It's not hero dirt. What I'm guessing she's saying is it's dry and slick.
Maybe,
like
I don't know.
I'm not getting it. It's
brown
great. I'm not getting brown pow out of that.
Okay. Well, I might not write brown pow down. I've got Booter written down. I like that one. All right, this next one.
I think brown pow is going to be the next thing.
Well, it might be. I'm gonna write down brown pow just so I can say it and see if somebody in the comments calls me out and goes, "Dude, that's not brown pow." You know, this guy's an idiot. They have a YouTube channel. He's saying that
and he doesn't know what brown pow is. Anybody watching our channel, they have a problem with us not knowing about brown pow or not. They can be just
get the hell out.
Go ahead, just move on. It's okay.
Dude,
that's the least of our worries.
Dude, by at least that's hero dirt. You know, I can hear it now.
Brown pow.
I'll write it. I'm using it. All right, next one. Next two we're very familiar with.
No, good Lord.
All right, this one is a case. When a rider doesn't clear a jump completely and their back tire clips the top of the landing, this can be no big deal, or it can pitch the rider over the handlebars. Happened to me multiple times. You know, casing stuff, I do all the time. I use that word a lot, you know, and a lot of times it's on.
I wouldn't say that I disagree that it puts people over the handlebars.
Yeah,
though.
I wouldn't. No, I would think the opposite. You know,
I mean, I don't think normally it does. Maybe there's some people that go over off casing something, but I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, I'm with you. I wouldn't think so. You know, like on my crash, for instance, that wasn't the case.
No, because you did on the launch, not the landing.
Yeah, I did on the launch, not the landing. But what do you call that? What was Captain's Cog calling it? He like
dead
offended
sailor.
me. Yeah, he offended me.
You got all upset when you dead sailored that one because you just kind of froze.
Yeah, and he's like,
did you find that too?
I'm in the seas right now. Oh. He said it was a dead sailor, and I was like, dude, you know, don't say that. You know, he was like, you didn't do anything in the air. It's like, well, I couldn't. You know,
no, you always can,
because at some point you
always can. You just when you freeze up and decide not to because you're too worried or something, you just freeze up. There you go.
Yeah, dead sailor. But look, like on my latest crash,
that's what he's calling it. Right?
On my he's calling it just freeze up job or freeze up Jones. But
that's the captain.
Yeah, I know. You don't argue with Al Capitan. But you know, with my last crash, it wasn't a matter of freezing up. There was no dead sailor. It was I knew what was going to happen, and when I was in the air, what was going to happen? When I was in the air, I knew, hey, this is gonna be bad because I was moving and I was up in the air. But I knew as soon as I took off and my back tire clipped the tip.
You know what? Have we ever really discussed exactly what happened?
We'll have to save that for a different episode.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't know. That might be a follow-up on this.
Yeah, well, when it clipped the back end of my tire and I started to go over, I knew, okay, there's no recorrecting. You know, you can recorrect yourself in the air. You can kind of make it to where you just case something or flatland something. But in that case, in that instance, you know, from my memory, I was like, damn, I can't
I wished
correct,
you would have the moment your back tire clipped that where you felt it. I wished you would have just bailed sideways right there.
Oh yeah, you ain't kidding. Next word. I'm not gonna write that down because we use that all the time. Next is a chain slap. Easy.
Wait. We use what all the time?
Case.
Oh yeah.
You know, this is 2024. We're trying to chain slap.
Would you stop with the 2024 stuff?
The noise and feel of the bike chain hitting the chainstay. We, as being a budget,
we're I think we're more familiar with that than any of the uppity, elitist.
I'm gonna say this next one. You come up with this.
Okay.
I think you were the inventor of this word.
I may have been.
Chain suck.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now. Time suck is me. I don't know about chain suck.
Okay.
But I started the whole time suck in mixed martial arts and or grappling, and now I hear other people finally using it.
Yep. Chain suck, when the chain either falls off the big ring into the spokes or falls off the small ring in between the frame and crank. I kind of like chain sucked because I'll be like, man, I'll get back to the truck and I'll be like, man, chain suck situation happened. You know, Let's see. Okay, this one here, I don't know about this. This right here sounds like some Dan Boyce talk or some Matt Ward.
Why's it got to be Dan Boyce
Matt
or
Ward?
Matt Ward?
Because
It's
they're
gotta be a
UKers.
UKer?
This right here, you guys will understand this. Chunder.
Yeah, that does sound
Come
like
on.
a UK.
Chunder?
Yeah. I'm going to agree with you. That's UK.
Damn, that's as bad as babyhead. A term used to describe rocky and loose trail conditions, typically at a higher level than chatter. If a trail is chundery, it has a lot of rocks and loose debris. That is stupid.
Why has it got to be stupid?
That's just because it's the same damn definition pretty much as chunky, Or why not just say, hey, it's rocky, it's rough, it's tacky. When a trail has a lot of embedded rock, as opposed to chundery, which refers to more loose rocks. So chunky with a lot of embedded in place rocks and chundery with a lot of loose rocks. Interesting. This next one's stupid. Okay, but this is gold. Danger noodle.
Oh, come on.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Guess what that is? Guess what a danger noodle is?
A danger noodle?
Yeah, if I say, Dad, hey, danger noodle.
Yeah.
Guys, danger noodle up ahead.
Yeah. No.
Guess what that is? That's dumb.
Someone that has an upset stomach that's been eating top ramen?
No, that's close.
Yeah.
A snake.
Oh, good Lord.
Come on,
Why
man.
What's easier to say, snake or danger noodle?
Oh, hang on, guys. There's a danger noodle up ahead. Hey, snake. Yeah, snake is pretty much, you stop. You know what I'm saying? Danger
Or
noodle.
Just keep going.
That's ridiculous. If you've ever used danger noodle, let us know in the comments. All right, next one we got. Dead sailor.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. When a rider locks up their body and arms in the air
Yep.
after taking off from a jump, usually causing them to crash. Dead sailoring feels like you have no control over the bike or landing.
I think that's borrowed from other terminology from other things, not just riding bikes, because I've heard it before, but used in other terms.
Now, this right here is one of my favorite words and one of my favorite types of trails. It's
good
flow.
Lord. Yeah, flow.
Flow. Now, I'm going to read this, and I'm
Okay.
curious to see if I'm actually explaining my experience with trails as to what this definition is.
So let me ask you this: if your definition of flow and this one differs, you gonna stop using flow?
No.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
When corners and other downhill features fit together so well that there is little need to pedal or work to keep the momentum going. It often feels like both rider and bike are floating down the trail. New school style of trails are often called flow trails. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's the perfect definition
good
for
enough.
flow. In Arkansas, we are so freaking thankful to have great flow trails. Like,
We're lucky, not thankful.
yeah, I mean, well, we're
You
thankful
can't speak
to-
for everybody.
Okay, well, yeah, so very lucky to not have to pay and to be able to go out and ride flow trails. Flow trails are amazing, This right here, I don't even know about this one. This is Grom. Have you heard Grom?
Yeah, I've heard of it, and I don't. It's one of them that I don't like.
What would you guess what Grom is?
I don't care. That's the problem.
Well, I mean,
don't,
come on now.
Well, I mean, I've heard that GROM, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it used and seen it. And
I wonder if somebody's ever called me this.
if you
Grom.
if you look through the comments of some of the bigger bike channels and stuff, you're gonna see that word in the comments.
All right, well, Grom is a young mountain biker who is gung-ho about ripping down trails.
Yeah.
Grom.
See,
That's interesting.
Horrible.
I wish they'd given me a sentence on that, how to use it. Like, oh, he's really Grom? Or, man, that guy's Grom. He looks Grom. That guy used to be Grom. I don't know.
Yeah. Why does there need to be a term for that?
I don't know. This, exactly. Hey, that guy can shred. You know what I'm saying? Why does it have to be Grom? Can you not call an older guy a Grom?
Apparently not.
Hero dirt.
Yeah, we've already talked
Another
about
term for brown pow, hero dirt refers to optimal riding conditions where the soil or loam.
that. I'm over loam as well. I'm over loam. I'm sorry. I can't
too.
with all of it. I
or
can't.
loam is grippy and fast. Hero dirt often comes a day or two after a rain. That's so dumb. Okay, now here's something interesting. I was always curious as to what these are called because a lot of times when I'm riding stuff, I have to know the terminology, just to explain it because you get the GoPro effect, and a lot of the times when you're riding,
The GoPro effect is real. These are all just sayings for things.
yeah, and it's completely real. But sometimes oh God, I just read one that you're gonna freak out on. A lot of times, like a booter, for instance, is a natural little jumper option.
Or as we decided, not always natural.
See, I love the YouTube videos or the shorts that I watch with this one. This is called a hip jump. And I would love to, I've never been on one of these. I would like to try to hit one.
You already have a bad hip.
Yeah. It's a form of jump that requires the rider to change direction or orientation of the bike in midair.
Okay.
Sometimes like they'll be over a gap and they'll hit that hip jump and then they have to transfer over.
Yeah.
I love that. I wish I could learn to do that or have a trail like that with one nearby. Preferably.
I thought you have to kind of do it on Blue Jay or on Ragnarok. One of the Blue Jay, right?
Blue Jay you do, but the reason you do on Blue Jay is because the
tree?
tabletops are so peak. Or they
I thought
have
the one with the tree.
it's like every one of them because there's so much peak. But the problem with Blue Jay is you hit that peak or your tabletop, and your landing has to be on the opposite side because if it's on the same side that you hit it, you're going to hit a tree. You're going to go off trail because it kind of snakes
So
through.
it has a little bit of that.
It has a little bit of it. So, but it's not necessarily like, hey, you jump here, you end up over. You have to. You don't have to. You're going to hit a tree, but I guess that'd be considered a hip jump.
I don't know.
I don't know, but there's no gap or anything.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and then it's like a transfer.
Yeah, I like that word. Hip jump. That's a good. I haven't hit one of those ever, but
Whatever.
All right. This next one's going to upset you. This right here, I've never heard. If I do hear this, I'll probably punch somebody in the mouth.
That's the problem. I feel like that about a lot of this.
Dude, this is right here. Let us know in the comments. You ready for this?
No, I'm not.
This is called an Italian pit stop. Italian pit stop.
Now you're screwing with me.
I'm not. This is an Italian pit stop.
That's not a term. No, it's not.
I would love to know if somebody's ever used it.
I've never heard that. If I ever heard someone say that, I'd be like, what? Come on.
Come on, man. When the fastest members on a group ride take a break on the trail and then immediately leave when the slowest rider rolls up. I've done that for people. People have done that, with a little group I was riding with. I've never heard it referred to as an Italian pit stop.
If I was Italian, I'd be offended.
Me too. That's crazy. Italian pit stop.
What is that supposed to even mean?
What I just told you.
Yeah, no, but
you got three people riding. You're the fastest rider. You get some gappage in between you two, or in between you three. You go up there, you stop. You're like, okay, I'm gonna get me a little Italian pit stop.
We should have some. We should have some the tick lingo.
I know Squatch is a big fan of that.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got.
I can't get past it.
All right, we got two more. All right, and this is kind of a cool term. I can see this, and I have almost been one of these people. I hate to say, but I did not do it. All right, this is to poach.
I'm gonna guess that's like messing up somebody's getting ready to go do something and you take off and do it before they get a chance to do it on something.
Kind of.
You're poaching there.
That's a good guess. This is poaching. Mountain bike slang for when a mountain biker illegally rides a trail that is either closed for maintenance or not open to bikers at all.
Oh, okay. So I just took a hunting term.
Also, like a hiking trail example. It can also refer to riding a private network without paying the entrance fee. Please don't poach trails.
Well, then hang on now. What about hikers on mountain bike only trails?
They're poachers.
They are. They're poachers then, right? Does that apply to them?
It should.
Because there's a lot of poachers then. Because there's some trails that are bike only at Northwoods that you see hikers on all the time.
I was going down to Cat's Meow. Remember that I told you about the guy walking his dog, or like families,
and
walking
then they
on
get
those
offended. They get offended at you. How dare you ride your bike down this?
I'm like, on your left, and they're like, look behind me, like, oh. And then they want to scoot over to it's like, dude, this is a downhill portion only. You're not beyond here.
You're not supposed to go up it, or you're not supposed to be walking on it.
What I was going to say was, I almost poached that time, and you're like, that's a stupid idea.
And you would have got busted too.
Almost poached at Mount Nebo, before Hayes Creek Run.
Yeah.
I ain't going to say his name because I ain't no rat, but old homeboy come up and was like, yo, man, hey, let's ride this trail. And I was like, is it done? He's like, no, it's
not open yet. Matter of fact, the old Walton boys were flying around in the helicopter that day, too.
He goes, dude, it's so fast. It's ridiculous. And the end ends down here. And he goes, but there's just one thing about it if we're going to take it. And I was like, what's that? And he's like, if they're going to put a bridge in, but there's no bridge right there now. So if we hit it too fast, we might die, And I was thinking, what an idiot. And I was really wanting to do it because he was just making it sound so tempting.
Yeah, and I told you no.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Now this here is going to be the last terminology. All right.
The last term.
Strava.
Is that someone on Strava that acts like a jerk?
Someone who rides with only one thing in mind, getting a Strava PR.
Yeah.
This usually involves an type behavior on the trail. Don't be a Strava.
Dude,
I gotta I'm putting the mic down. Strava.
You have to bleep that though.
It's funny because we were at Iron Mountain Okay, and there was a big, massive trailer that pulled up by us, and those were strapped. You know,
They were.
Yeah.
You're right. They
yeah,
were.
yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. And when we went to ride, they said, "Oh, well, we already hit the trails earlier because we're doing the Strava." And it's okay. They weren't with us, thank God, but that's hilarious. They're Strava. All right. We're gonna end it on that. That's interesting right there.
Oh wow.
Man, fun little game there.
We are not hip to all the stuff, man.
I'm glad
to do with
we're
this
not.
sport. Oh, so am I. I am thankful for it. And people can get mad and say what they want. And if they want to be like that and they want to learn all this terminology, we just help them learn some of it. And they want to use it. That God bless them. That's fine. But man, that's just not. I could not lower myself to that level. Thank you.
I've got some new terms: booter, brown pow, chain suck. I don't know what
I
that
don't
is.
take any credit on chain suck, by the way.
Oh,
Time
dab,
suck, I do.
dab, hip jump, and a pooch. Pouch?
Like, screwed the pooch. Oh.
Poach. Yeah, my handwriting needs some work. All right, guys. Wolftick Nation, appreciate you guys watching the channel as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little podcast. I was just coming up with some different things and looking around. I said, what, that'd be really fun. Like, I think that was a lot of fun, some definitions, some true slang terms in the mountain bike world. But
Yes.
leave some comments if we miss some of your slang terms that you guys
Your
may
S's.
know.
We gotta get rid of your S's.
If you guys miss some slang terms that we don't know, make sure you guys leave in the comments. I'm really curious. That'd be fun. Maybe we have to bring some of those comments up as well. But man, please
Oh,
hit
I
that
can't
like
wait
button,
for the comments on
hit that
this.
subscribe button, and we will see you guys on the next Wolftick Videos episode.
Yeah.